Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm going to be reacting to 84 Big Bang, Sadhguru on the Universe, Space-Time Concept or Reality, Time Travel, Adiyogi. So this is a request, I do a request. If you have a request, please leave it in the comments below. Please leave the title, the channel, and the length. That way I can search for it. If you leave the link, it might get held for review from YouTube, but so far I've seen some people that left links, and but I don't know how many's been blocked, so I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, when I first thought of 84 Big Bangs, my theory on this was, and again, I have no way of confirming this except for I've heard some scientists say that the universe is expanding. Then I heard some scientists say that the universe is contracting. The cold expanse, or the, well, I don't know what they say about the contraction, but and it makes me think, like, maybe the universe has exploded and then I'll come back to the singularity again, then exploded. So who knows how many times humans have been reborn, in a sense. That's what I thought when I said 84 Big Bangs. Anyways, other than that, I don't know. Let's go ahead and get watching.
Top-level physicists are beginning to recognize that there is no beginning and an end. It is an endless universe. It is a popular theory going on right now among the scientific community that universe may be endless. So when I was in conversation with him, I asked him, is it possible that it was not a bang, but it was a roar, a continuous roar? He thought about it, he looked at many things, and then he said, it's possible.
I mean, there are a lot of things that are very possible. But what does he mean by roar? I think I've heard him say roar before, but I can't remember what he meant by that. And who is he talking about, too? Like he said, who's he?
84 is a significant number today in our lives, whether we are aware of it or not. Why 84 is significant is, this existence has passed through 84 happenings. 84 times it has happened. This is the 84th time.
Today modern science proves that the whole existence is just vibration. It's not my invention, it is a scientific fact. Where there's a vibration, there has to be a sound. Yes? Is it okay? I'm trying to go logically step by step. There are other ways to go. Just with this I can make you know it in a different way. But we want to go step by step. Where there's a vibration, there is bound to be a sound. Is that so? So, you are not just a vibration, you are a sound, a noise.
Noise.
Those who are making…
I'm sorry. It kind of makes it seem like, oh, you're just white noise in the background, which I mean, we kinda are, in a sense, in the grand scheme of the universe.
the sounds and those who are not, all of you are just one piece of sound. This is what modern science is telling you. And somewhere way back, somebody told you, first there was a word, and the word is God. You know, they told you a long time ago. A sound is a word, isn't it? A word is a sound, rather. Right now, if I say yes, because you know English language, you are attaching a certain meaning to it. If you did not know English language, as far as you are concerned, I'm just making a sound, isn't it? Because you don't know their languages, you are thinking they're making some crazy noises? No, they're saying something. If I speak in a language that you do not know, you would naturally think I'm making some crazy sounds, isn't it so?
I hope people don't think that way. I mean, obviously you are making sound, and it does sound crazy depending on how, I guess, communication is done. Because there are some languages that they seem like they're screaming all the time, but that's just normal talk. And there are some languages that, well, I don't know. That's the only one I know, honestly. But I mean, no. Hopefully, people don't think you're crazy because you're speaking a different language. Hopefully, people understand now that there are languages they don't understand.
If I speak right now in Tamil or Kannada or Telugu or some other language that you do not know, you would think I'm making some… You don't know whether I'm really speaking a language or making up some nonsense, isn't it so?
Actually, speaking about that, Russell Peters made a very interesting comment on language. And I don't know how many languages have this, but he was kind of making fun of this guy because the example was he went to a casino and one of the, I think it's the dealers, had an exclamation point on his name, and he was struggling to try to pronounce it because he didn't know. He was like didn't want to offend the dude, and it's like I think he tried to say the names like Baoli or something like that, but apparently the exclamation point is like a popping noise on the mouth, like, or something like that. So basically the talking clicks with their language. I don't know if any other language has clicks in it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I just remember Russell Peters saying that he is freaking hilarious. I feel the same way with him. You know, it's like there's an exclamation point. Do I scream that and then go back down, or or is that a not symbol? You know, if you look at the computer language, the exclamation point usually means not.
Yes. So a word is just a sound. So they said.
So is pain.
Is God.
It's a sound. Usually it's two sounds, the thud and then the screaming.
Anybody who's looked at the existence closely can see that what you call as creation and what you call as the creator cannot be separated. If you separate it, creation will cease to exist. Unless it's constantly supported by the source of creation, not for a moment can this creation process go on. Because creation is not a done thing, it is an ongoing thing. Yes? Are you an ongoing thing or you're a done thing? I hope you're not a done thing.
You say done or dumb?
You're an ongoing process. Without the involvement of the source of creation, how would the creation be an ongoing process? It is constantly involved. It cannot be separated. So it is because of this, they said, first there was word. That means from total, unmanifest existence, when it began to manifest, the first thing that happened was sound. Even the scientists agree it was a big bang. A bang means a sound, right? In India, it's very beautifully expressed. The first and only one god who existed in that part of the world was Rudra. Rudra literally means one who roars, a roarer. So why they called him Rudra is, that is the beginning of creation, because it's a roar. The scientists call it a bang. Now, the scientists are withdrawing that bang theory, that one big bang theory, and they're saying there were a series of bangs.
Shockwaves.
So one very popular physicist right now, who's written very popular books, recently he wrote a book, I didn't read this, I met him. He wrote a book called Endless Universe. Yes, Endless Universe. Always science has believed that Everything has a beginning and an end. Now physicists are talking about an endless universe. The yogic system has always been talking about an ever-expanding universe. For the first time, top-level physicists are beginning to recognize that there is no beginning and an end. It is an endless universe.
And I've heard that too, like maybe the universe has always been here. I mean, no one really knows, that's the thing. And I'm curious as to, is there like, even if we were to say that there is an end, a limit to the outer universe, as in like, how do I do this? Okay, so here's the end of the universe, and then this is not universe, and everything in here is the universe up to this point, but this point is always expanding. I'm wondering if that is true. Like there is a end to the universe, and then what is out here? Or they could just say endless universe, because I don't know if we'll ever know.
It is a popular theory going on right now among the scientific community that universe may be endless. So when I was in conversation with him, I asked him, is it possible that it was not a bang, but it was a roar, a continuous roar? He thought about it, he looked at many things, and then he said, it's possible. Maybe it was not just a bang, it was a roar. It didn't happen in one instant, it roared for a certain length of time, and slowly creation began to happen. So the first form, the first god was known as the roarer. Rudra means the roarer. So I asked, how many times do you think he could have roared? He said, we cannot say. We cannot say because we have no way of knowing how many times, but obviously he's roared more than one time. Then I said, someday if your research takes you there, keep this as a guide point. He has roared 84 times.
Now, if they come up and they find that out, whoo, man, because this is something I do believe that no one really knows. So if they end up coming out with some kind of like 84 Big Bangs or something like that, that is kind of crazy. Although I will say maybe my theory would be more along the lines that there was one Big Bang, as in it exploded, then it came back together, and then another Big Bang, and then it came back together. So the universe, in a sense, may be much older than what we think it is, because all we're doing is, what are we doing? We are, I believe, again, please verify all of this, I could be spitting nonsense over here, but from the little research that I've done, which I wasn't research, it was just fascination and watching YouTube, that there's a central point to where a lot of the stars are coming from. I don't know if that's been redacted or anything like that, but as far as I remember, there was a single point where they believe where the Big Bang happened. So based on where that point is and how far away we are from that point, they can estimate the age of the universe. But then another theory was the fact that, well, there's two theories, that the universe is ever expanding and continue to expand, or the second one where they say that the expansion has slowed down, meaning that maybe there's a gravitational pull slowing down the expansion to the point where eventually it'll all come back down into a singularity or whatever. And then when all the mass gets pulled together so tightly, it'll explode again. So that's why I was thinking about the 84 times, like 84 Big Bangs. Like, yeah, maybe because I've heard the theory that maybe the universe is collapsing on itself. Well, it's slowing down the expansion to the point where it may collapse on itself.
He asked, how do you know? On what basis are you saying? I said, by looking into my system, I'm saying creation has roared 84 times. and it will roar further many more times. A maximum of 112 times it will roar. When it roars the last time, then there will be no beginning and end, it'll be a perpetual creation. That's too far, but I told him, you hold this 84 as some kind of a guidepost, and you have machines and mathematics. I didn't learn 1 plus 1 how much.
11.
You learned all those things, you work on this someday. Someday if you arrive at a number, you will arrive at this number, it will be 84.
That would be remarkable.
How is this possible, he asked. I said, see, if you cut a tree today, people look into the rings of the tree and talk about, in the last 1,000 years, when a drought happened, when excessive rain happened, when a fire happened, everything, right? If you cut into this system with your awareness, the very history of this creation is written into this one. 84 times the creation has rolled. We are in this 84th roar. What has happened as a result of that 84th roar is where we are.
Oh, wow, okay. Okay, well, yeah, that, again, if somehow the scientists come up with an 84 number from something to do with the universe, that would be amazing. I haven't really been watching a lot of, I've been watching a lot of science stuff, but it's been about nature lately. And hopefully, I know YouTube recommends me something with space and the mind too, as well. But yeah, ooh, 84 then 112. So would that be the last explosion? The last Big Bang, I suppose? But, I said this in another video, I believe I've heard somewhere that our universe is in a collision with another universe. But they're many light years apart. But could you imagine being alive during that time when Earth is about, when your universe, you can literally see, say, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, and Saturn destroyed because they collided with another universe's planets. Could you imagine then Mars is next? And they say, 1 week from now, Mars will be destroyed. Then 2 weeks from now, Earth will collide with planet Alpha Centauri or whatever, Alpha Centauri planet B or something like that. Wow, how amazing and scary that must be. Imagining that whenever you look at the sky, you see a gigantic planet. You could literally almost see land or animal life or whatever on that planet because it's that close. It is so much bigger than a sun. Oh my gosh. Amazing and scary at the same time. Anyways, I went off tangent there. So that's my reaction to 84 Big Bang, Sadhguru, on the universe, space-time, concept, or reality. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.